Okay, we're about to get all up in Beastie's business. I gotta get to the fuel pump and have a quick look at it. See if it's gonna work. And by work I mean see if it's friggin' wrecked or not. It's a bit of a jump. Now, when I first built the fuel tank, I was having major issues with fuel pumps because I wasn't able to get all the metal out of the tank. So I made a very handy, quick access hole. And had to change out the fuel pump in this thing about 4 times. That's the problem, and this will be the 5th fuel pump. So, yeah, it's just right there. Super easy to get to. Can't even see so much glare. Yeah, so I'm going to be opening her up and having a look. There, so that y'all can see what I can see. Yeah, the plug comes out super easy because I've had this thing out probably a dozen times. There's a lot of dirt and crap on top of here, so you're gonna want to be a little bit careful to not knock any of this into the tank. And I got some open wounds on my left hand from a little drill press incident. It's drilling a motor mount out for my plane, and yeah, the piece of metal spun around and whipped my finger pretty good. Cut it there, blood blister there, cut it there, and then just stab the tip of here. So clamp down material, guys. Trust me on that one. Now I gotta grab a 19 mil and a 14 mil wrench, so I'll be right back. Okay, this is just for the high pressure fuel line. Come on. Oh man. Hope this is not gonna be a problem. Break loose. Just don't break. I like to use wrenches against each other. Just squeeze them together like that. You get way more leverage. There we go. Everything's got like mud on it from McLean Creek. That was fun though. That was so much fun. And here comes the fuel. Set that guy off to the side. Okay, now I believe it's 8 mil. Okay, it is 8 mil. So I got my little wrench here. I like it because it swivels that way. Got the 7 mil on it. When I originally cut this hole, I cut it a little bit off, so I had to lengthen the cut. It cut it too far forward, so yeah, it's trial and error stuff, but definitely glad I did this, otherwise I'd be dropping the tank right now, and I don't feel like doing that. I'm just going around loosening all the screws, and then I'll pull them all off at the same time. Really wish I had an electric impact, or a battery-powered impact gun. That'd be freaking awesome. Brother's got one and he uses it all the time. Oh, that one's really tight. That might not be good. Also, when I go to pick and pull, I tend to, like if I'm doing anything fuel related, I tend to take all the screws that hold the fuel pump on, because with the amount that I'm going into the tank and removing the fuel pump and stuff like that, you do cross thread a couple screws every now and then, so make sure I have lots. This one's always the most fun to get to. That one loosened off. That one was really tight. Maybe there was some weird pressure on it or something. I'm gonna blow it off so I don't get freaking dirt in the tank. Now everything else is sticking on there, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Trying to not knock anything in. Yeah, you guys can see it's redneck as frig, but it works. Oh, frick. Tripping fuel, I didn't even see that. I zap strapped a sock to it to help prevent any metal debris and dust and crap to get into the fuel pump. But I don't know if it was effective or not. I'm gonna find out though. I guess that drained out all over the freaking 4Runner. Okay. Zap straps hold up quite well in gas. A little bit discolored, but they still work pretty good. This sock is soaked. Oh yeah, look at all the freaking... Is that dirt? That looks like sand. That might have been when I pulled the fuel pump when we were at McLean. Yeah, there's sand all over the inside of the sock. Dang it. Oh, I'm not going to knock that into the fuel pump, or into the fuel tank, so... Metal still managed to get past the frickin' sock. Dang it. Let's pop this little guy off. Hate dealing with this thing. I think I used a pick last time. I don't have one with me. I don't feel it jumping off to get one. These filter, I think they're called fuel pump socks or something, but they're just pressed on. Sometimes they're stubborn. Oh, it looks clean inside. Now I've got to check out the blades. The blades look alright too. Last time, I don't even know if I'll be able to show you guys the blades. viewfinder's upside down, so I'm having a hell of a time trying to figure out viewing angle for you guys. Anyways, that shiny black thing inside the hole, just above it, there's blades. You can see one of them right now. Last time I killed a fuel pump, there was scratches in the blades. I don't know if this one doesn't look like it has scratches, but that doesn't mean anything. Wondering if I should hook a fuel pressure gauge to this and see what I'm getting. Well, it looks like there is scoring on those blades. Well, I guess it's a fuel pump. Okay, well I'm getting one tomorrow, so friggin' right. Stab this guy back on for now. Just for temporaries. I always use this socket just to get that guy back on there properly. Okay, so I'm almost 100% sure it's a fuel pump. Again, this would be number 4 that I've killed. So I did put magnets all over the bottom. Yeah, they're covered in metal. Let's see if I could show you guys. There's one of them. See that? Yeah, the draw straw, right there, right underneath it. You gotta find the right angle. Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, it's covered in metal dust. And then there was a few more over there. I'm gonna grab my flashlight, for freak's sakes. Okay. There's another one there. I'll zoom in a bit so you guys can see it better. And also so I can see it better. Yeah, covered in metal. There's a big one, covered in metal again. I put about 6 magnets in here. There's another one covered in metal. I cleaned these all off before I friggin' put them back in. After I killed the last one. There's another one. Covered in metal. Dang it. I do not want to drop you guys into the gas tank. That would not be very good. And there's one more against the lip. Right there. Frig's sakes. Yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 magnets in here, and they're all covered in metal. That one sits right underneath the fuel pump, or the sock. So I am getting a new fuel pump tomorrow. And I'll take these magnets out and clean them up again. Yeah, the reason why I stuck that one right underneath the draw, well, not draw straw, it's not really a draw straw. That is set up for anti-sloshing. Like it's all inside this little bucket thing, and if you don't have that on there, the only way to fill the bucket would be to have more fuel in the tank than there is in the bucket. So that straw goes, zoom out a little bit. Come on, zoom out, there you go. The straw goes that way and then around to the back. I'm not working with the camera very good. It goes over to about there. That is to fill up the bowl, and it also prevent sloshing, because if I was to just have a hole in there instead of the straw that goes from there to there, when I stepped on it or something, it would all just drain out the hole. But because of the way it's set up, it just, I can't explain it very good. I'm not great at explaining stuff, so it just works, trust me. I'm getting high off of gas fumes now, so I think I'm gonna put the fuel pump back in, and my gas looks green. But this is old gas. It's been sitting here since before I parked Beastie about 2 months ago, I think. So anyways, I'll throw it all back together and get a fuel pump for it tomorrow. They got a 97 4Runner there with the 3.4 liter, so I'm going to try to grab that fuel pump. And they've also got a 94 4Runner, just exactly the same as mine, not lifted as high, but they cut the back off it. And it's got a 3.4 liter in it, which is freaking cool. It's like exactly what I want to do with this one. But yeah, so I'll just stab that back in, and then Bob's your uncle.